Hi guys, welcome to a video, and in today's video I just thought we would review lesbian pulp fiction book covers from the mid-20th century. Oh yeah. First of all, the illustrations on these book covers are beautiful and fantastic, but that's not the good part. The good part is the taglines on these front covers, which are definitely from another time. Now, these taglines do give a window into attitudes surrounding lesbianism in the mid-20th century, but they're also hilarious. Oh, okay, let's just get into it. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so our first book is called The Strange Path, and the tagline is Her Choice, Normal Marriage or Lesbian Love. She looks much more interested in the prospect of lesbian love than she does the normal marriage, and he's shocked about the hair intimacy, which, yeah, we all know it leads to homosexuality. The next one is called Her Woman. Is this a tagline or a blurb? Lesbian, the word stunned her, yet the caresses of beautiful Myra still burned in her soul. There was only one way she could escape. Coldly, ruthlessly, openly, she began the search for a man. Any man who could satisfy ... and save her. Well, I haven't read this book, so I don't know how the search for a man to satisfy and save her goes. But from the front cover, she looks pretty taken with the beautiful Myra who is burning in her soul. Why would you want to escape a beautiful woman's caress? I mean, Richard Villanova, what a name, wrote this book, and it could go either way. Oh God, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, the next book is called When Lights Are Low. She was pink and gold, soft and sweet, ... too strong a temptation to resist. By Dallas Mayo. My God, these names are fantastic. This looks like Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift. We all know Miley is fruity and we all know Taylor is low-key fruity, so maybe this book was a premonition about the two of them. This cover gives me such strong American Republican vibes. It really does. Okay, this next book is called Anything Goes, and the tagline is the immoral story of a love-starved temptress and her insatiable desires. The sultry stare coming from the woman in the white nightdress? Is that a nightdress? Or is it a towel? Anyway, yeah, very sultry stare, and the other woman is just, here are my breasts, anything goes. Our next book is called The Delicate Vice, and the front cover looks like Grease the movie meets the 1980s. The tagline is, men had hurt her, so she embraced what she thought was a safer kind of love. I don't know, I mean, this is giving me like Rizzo from Grease vibes. I don't know, she just looks like she's prowling the streets in a Michael Jackson video looking for a woman, and I'm into it. Do you know what? The notion that women are homosexual because of their attitudes towards men, so whether it be that they hate men or they think men are going to treat them badly and cheat on them, is still prevalent today, because I often get very creepy men messaging me saying this exact thing to me. You know, like if I just met a nice guy, I would all of a sudden be cured of my homosexuality, which I would rather die. Yeah, it's never about the fact that I am just inherently attracted to other women. It always has to be something to do with men. Nobody can kind of wrap their head around why women would want to be with other women, whether that's because there's a kind of lower opinion of women or men have this kind of self-inflated ego, which, yeah. Our next book is I Am A Lesbian. Okay, and this one's only 35 cents, so maybe not as good as all the others. The tagline is, against all law, taboos and conventions, Melba and Jan loved with the same burning desire felt in the heart of every human. Melba and Jan, that's just so dykey. I love it. So our next book is called Different, in very interesting font, and the tagline is attached to the title. So it goes, different from anything she had ever known, ... from anything she had ever imagined. I'm not really sure what's going on here. There's definitely a kind of, that's a power stance from the woman in the burgundy dress. Well, I'll just say from their body language, they look very open to each other. Our next book is called The Path Between, and the tagline is "The bizarre world of the outcast sex. Women who seek their pleasures with other women." The bizarre world. This sounds like some kind of freak show that the path between. So the woman who sat on the bed looks kind of like she's just found out that someone close to her has been murdered, and then the woman on the floor looks kind of like Audrey Hepburn, and she's just kind of looking off into the distance, and it's like they're posing for a painting. Maybe this book cover was based on a real life scenario. Our next book is called Sin Girls, a shocking novel of lesbian love, tormented passions of woman for woman. The woman on the bed just looks very amused, like she looks like this whole thing is a joke, and yeah, they look kind of like they're overflowing with joy. This actually just looks like a bra commercial or something to do with advertising, because they both look so joyous with what's going on. Now, our next book is called The Third Street. The tagline is "The street where no questions were asked. The street where few men were ever seen." That is a street I would like to live on, actually. I really love this front cover, and I kind of want to read the book. It sounds interesting. I want to know more about this street where no questions were asked and few men were ever seen. It sounds like my ideal street, you know? God, I just love this aesthetic. It's just 1950s meets the 1980s. I adore it. The next book is The Damned One. The tagline is "What made her act like a man?" The woman on the floor looks somewhat traumatized, and also like she's had some lip filler, which, great. Her body, her choice, that's okay. Actually, the woman sat in the chair is giving me like Lady Mary from Downton Abbey vibes, and it's interesting because masculinity doesn't belong to men and femininity doesn't belong to women, but when women embrace masculinity, I guess the connection is that it's male. Yeah, I don't think masculinity or clothing has anything to do with your biological state. But okay. So our next book is Rebel Woman. I love this front cover. I would have this as a poster. This looks fucking cool. This looks really badass. The tagline is "She lived as a man. She fought as a man. She loved as a man." Don't love the tagline, but do love the front cover. So I would just crop that tagline out if I ever had this as a poster. Next we have Flying Lesbian. Me when I'm on an aeroplane, okay. Her twisted passion drove her to evil deeds as she sought pleasure in the arms of women. It just looks like a good time. It just looks like they've had a few too many gin and tonics. The next book is called Odd Girl Out, and the cover just looks like The Price of Salt. It looks like the film Carol. A confession of a shocking and forbidden love. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was pretty forbidden in the mid-20th century, but that really does look like Carol and Therese. It does. This next one is called How Dark My Love, and there's an interracial couple on the front cover. Love the combination of yellow clothing and orange hair. She looks like Cyndi Lauper. Their affair was doubly forbidden, but they couldn't give it up. Good for them. Lesbian Gym, the story of a virgin who was seduced into the wrong kind of loving. Well, the woman on the floor looks very interested in that woman's swimsuit area. This book is 95 cents, so it must be much better than all the rest of them. God, I would not want anyone to talk to me at the gym. Next we have Woman Doctor. Oh, this is a sign of the times. The intimate confessions of a psychiatrist and her love-starved patients. Their private lives were not private to the analysist. This is what happens when you have a woman doctor. It's just a breeding ground for lesbianism. She will have an affair with you and then share all of your personal information, which is why we shouldn't have women doctors. Okay, our final book is called Private Party, and it says no one at school realised they were more than just roommates. No one suspected what took place once their door was locked. This just sounds like the plot to the Carmilla web series. I mean, what did take place once the door was locked? Because it just seems to me like they are basking in their own beauty. Yeah, I mean, look, if I had that kind of figure, I would probably just be hanging around topless, living my best life. I mean, I could do that anyway, but it's just not the same unless there's a beautiful woman in the room with you. Yeah. Okay, so that was amusing and awful, and that is what the ladies say about me. If you're interested in talking about lesbian literature, you should join the Sapphic Underground Club, because we have a place for that there. We have a place for that on the Discord. It's like an international lesbian book club, which just, it's mind-blowingly okay. It's okay. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for instant disappointment, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.